Welcome to this month's installment of the What's New on Embodia webinar series. If you've been with us for a while, you know that we're always learning, growing, and continuing to make Embodia better for you, our community, by building new features and adding new content. But it can be hard to keep up with everything that we throw at you. That means that you might not necessarily be reaping all the benefits of everything that we have to offer and that comes included in your membership. That's why once a month, we take you through new features, courses, and patient content, as well as give you a quick refresher of Embodia, including tips and tricks to benefit your practice. My name is Natalia, Embodia's Client Relations and Content Manager. And joining me today is Maggie Bergeron, Embodia co-founder and CEO. A little bit of housekeeping before we start. Drop any questions you may have in the Q&A, and we will do our best to get to them either during our talk or after. Now, let's jump into a very brief platform overview. What is Embodia? Well, it's an all-in-one practice solution offering a complete practice management system with built-in HEP, boasting a growing library of 2,000 plus high-definition exercise videos with voiceovers and print-friendly versions, billing and reporting, charting, scheduling and online booking, outcome measures and questionnaires, tele-rehab, practitioner continuing education, and more. You also have the option to add a Clinic Academy to any of our paid memberships, which is your own branded platform that lets you grow your bottom line and generate passive income by creating and selling courses to your community. When you get started with Embodia, or anytime you might need a refresher, you can use our collection of courses known as guides. These help you learn to navigate Embodia and set up your clinic the exact way that you desire. This includes our 30-minute step-by-step onboarding video with instructions to set up your clinic that you can follow along with. We also offer one-on-one onboarding sessions to help you get started so that you never feel alone in your onboarding process. Now, for those of you already using Embodia, since today's session focuses on calendar settings, today's tip is also related to the calendar and scheduling. I don't know about you, but I am not a fan of having one client at 9 a.m., another one at 12, and another one at 4. I feel like that breaks up my day and really wastes my time. It also makes my clients think that my schedule is wide open. Enter Embodia's Make Me Look Busy feature for online booking. Let's take a look. So we're going to go to Consults, My Schedule, My Availabilities. When this feature is turned on, instead of clients seeing your availability, all of your availability when they're trying to book with you, they'll only see a certain number of available slots of your choosing, eliminating long gaps between clients and making your day easier. You can also choose how these available slots cluster, so you can have them cluster around already scheduled consults for the day, or presenting the earliest or latest slots first. And as your schedule fills up, Embodia will automatically release additional time slots. Let's take a look at an example. Here I have a Pilates class at 9 a.m. And we've chosen 3 slots to be displayed, as we just did, clustering around my scheduled appointments for the day. So my patients trying to book a 1-hour appointment will only see the 8, 10, and 11 a.m. time slots. And that's how it's done, folks. Thank you for joining me for that overview segment of our April What's On webinar. And in the rest of today's talk, we'll go over new features for calendar settings and display, classes, packages, new exercises, and several on-demand courses. And now I'll hand the mic over to Sukhman Koo to discuss the patient library. Oh, I've just received word that Sukhman Koo has suddenly encountered an unexpected situation and will be unable to make it to today's webinar. But there's nothing to worry about. Maggie Bergeron will take us through it instead. Maggie, take it away.
Wonderful. Thanks, Natalia. So I'll just walk through some of what we offer in our exercise library. And each month we do an exercise shoot. So we're just going to play just kind of a highlight reel here from our most recent exercise shoot, where it featured a wide range of exercises, including bent over rows, lat stretches, and as you'll see, there's going to be some bridges, Jefferson curls, and a variety of other exercises. Our next shoot is actually coming up tomorrow, and we always encourage our community to send in any requests that they have. So while in Embodia, you can create your own exercises, which can be videos, text, images, links. We also take requests that we will professionally record and then upload to the library for all of the Embodia community to use. And that's Suk there actually demonstrating a jumping exercise. Suk manages the library, and he also is kind of the director the day of the exercise shoot. And there's Sonia demonstrating a few of our exercises as well. We really aim to have a range of bodies in terms of age, race, and size in our exercises. So if you're looking through our library, you may notice that we also have some seniors health exercises and pediatric exercises with the models being appropriate ages for those exercises. So if you do have any requests, then please feel free to send them to us, and we would be happy to add those to the library. And following the next couple of clips of exercises, I'm also going to walk through some basics of how to prescribe an exercise. So we can see here that Jando has many programs. And when we go to HEP exercises, we're brought to the exercise library, which is video-based, and we have print-friendly versions. When you click on any of these exercises, it would pull up the video so you can watch what it is before you prescribe it. And you can also use the search functions, which we can see here. And a handy tip is you can also click on who's uploaded it to search by them. You can also star exercises to save them in your favorites library. You can find all of the exercises you've uploaded, all of the clinics exercises, if you're connected to a clinic, will be under the My Clinics tab. And then finally, if you're taking any courses on Embodia, you'll find any exercises from those courses in the My Courses tab. Here I'm going to show how you can search by who's uploaded. So in this case, Pelvic Health Solutions. When we click on their name, it's going to pull up all exercises by Pelvic Health Solutions. And then you can also use the search bar on the left-hand side to search by our tags, or you can also just use the general search bar here to type in anything that you'd like. And the upload exercise button there is where you can create your own content. Prescribing is really easy. Click the add button, and then you go and set up a program by clicking on the program icon. You can set instructions for each individual exercise, or you can set all instructions at once for the exercises that don't have instructions. Daily frequency is how many times you're suggesting the patient does the exercise in the day. And if the patient's using the app, they'll also get notifications, which they can change the times of those notifications, or of course, turn them off if they don't want them. You can also fill in a variety of other instructions here. If you include sets and reps, then the patient will also have a spot where they can track how many sets and reps they've completed. So once you have all the instructions set, then you'll send it off to a patient, and you can add it to an existing program that they already have, or you can set up a new program. So here we can see we've added to Jane's strength program, and you can always come back and edit any of the exercise instructions, stop them or delete them. So nothing is set in stone. You can always come and edit their program. You can also allow your colleagues to modify the program. And you can add general program instructions at the top there. At the bottom, we have a variety of other options, including a handy program summary and the ability to print the program. Okay. Now I guess I'll hand it over to myself to go through new features. So today I'm going to go through new features on packages, classes, and the calendar view. And to do this, I'm going to switch over to a Embodia account here. Okay. So from your Embodia account, you can set up packages. So if you sell prepaid packages or memberships, you can use a feature on Embodia to do so. And I'm going to show you where you find that, and then I will show you what's new in packages. From my clinic, we're going to go to billing settings, and then packages and memberships. From here, we can see we already have many packages set up. You can also set up memberships, which are reoccurring packages, basically. When I click New Package, you can give the package a name, a description, a price, and if there's a maximum number of visits in this package. What's new here is the expires after. So if you want the package to expire after a certain date, then you can mark 1 year, for example. So then this package, after it's been purchased, will expire after 1 year. Next up is classes. So the classes feature already existed on Embodia, and you can set up as many classes as you'd like, and these can be virtual or in person. The default setup for classes has been this list style view. So now we're looking at this from the patient's perspective or client's perspective, where they would go and register for a class on your unique online booking page. So we can see we have our domain up here. You would have your branding. You can change the text that's written here. And then again, our standard style is this kind of layout where it lists all of the classes. So there's a Pilates class, a Tabata class, a Yin Yoga class, and so on. What's new is the ability to group them by service. So if instead you wanted to have them grouped like this, now this is just an example, so you can name them whatever you would like. But for example, if you wanted all of your Pilates classes, all of your vestibular classes, and all your pelvic health classes, you can do it in this fashion now. And when a client goes to click in on Pilates, let's say, they're going to see all upcoming Pilates classes. When we go back to all classes, I can then go see what's coming up for vestibular. Okay, and so on. So if you're interested in running classes and you would like to use this layout, you can group your classes this way from your portal. And we have guides that show you how to go through the full setup of classes. And if you're interested in this, we can also help you set up your classes. The last new feature that I'm going to go over is the ability to change a few calendar settings. So on the calendar, we have statuses, and statuses mark the status of an appointment, such as arrived, and it's indicated by this small line next to the appointment. So on your Embodia account, you can set up whatever colors you would like on your calendar. You can have colors for the appointment type. So for example, this is a 1-hour physiotherapy treatment, which we have as this dark blue, and we have this status of arrived, which indicates that the patient has arrived, and it's this light green color. If instead you would like to show your statuses as overtaking the entire appointment section, you can now change that by going to my clinic and then into statuses. So to scheduling settings statuses. And then clicking. When we click on the edit button of the status, we can choose the color behavior. So only show a small indicator versus use the full color to override the background color. So now we can go back to our calendar. And we can see the green has overtaken the entire appointment. So this is just for your visual on your calendar, and it's whichever you prefer. The other change that we've recently made or added as an option is under this gear icon. So here you have your calendar preferences, and these already existed, but what we added was the ability to show the service name in the calendar. So when we add that, we're also going to see in the calendar and the appointment block the name of the service. So again, this is just for your view and how you prefer to see your calendar, but these are things that you can now change on your account. I am now going to go over two new courses. So I'm going to introduce two new courses that we recently added, and both are actually on sale right now until April 23rd. The first is Osteopathic Manual Therapy for Women's Health. This course is 50% off currently, and this course is looking at women's health from an osteopathic manual therapy approach. So there's lots of videos in this course that go through techniques, and the presenter also discusses kind of background information about when and why to use this, as well as contraindications. And this course can be found in the featured course section, so right at the top of Embodia Academy, along with our second new course, which is Medical Therapeutic Yoga Level 2 by Dr. Ginger Gardner. She does have a Level 1 course, and when you go to purchase this course, you'll be given the option to purchase both of the courses, Level 1 and Level 2 together. And this is a lengthy, almost 20-hour course, and it also comes with live online sessions that are weekly with Ginger. So you can expect both asynchronous, learn on your own time and pace, as well as live online training with Ginger in this course. This course is $100 off until April 23rd. So both of these courses, again, you can find in the featured section, and you can go read about them further on those pages. Last up, I have just a few webinars. Some in our webinar section are longer courses. So Mike Stewart is joining us once again on April 26th and 27th for his weekend course, A Practical Guide for Persistent Pain Therapy. I have joined this course several times, and it is really a fun way to spend your weekend, if you can say that about joining a course. But Mike is really an incredible instructor, and he is essentially helping us as clinicians learn how to teach in this course. There's a video here that you can watch from Mike, and then again, you can learn more about the course on this page here. And Embodia members, so if you're a member of Embodia, you can save over $100 on your registration for this course. On April 30th, we have Craig and Olivia who are joining us. So if you're thinking about how to create your own practice or how to create your own offering, whatever that may be, this would be a great webinar to join. It's going to be 1 hour long. They're going to provide tons of great resources. And really, this is talking about how to set yourself up for success if you're branching out on your own. And this webinar is just $50, and if you're an Embodia member, it's $40. And then finally, we have Helene, who's going to be joining us for a 7-week series, so 1.5 hours each week, using a coach approach in rehab and healthcare. She is an OT and a certified coach. And she is also teaching us how to step away from our maybe habit of telling people what to do and learn how to coach people to really have more of a collaborative approach with clients. So this page also has a video that you can watch to learn more about it, and there's lots of details about the course. Live attendance is not mandatory, and you will get access to all of the recordings as well. So with that, I am going to just hand it back over to Natalia to close us out.
Thank you, Maggie. Those sound like some really fantastic webinars and live courses. Very exciting. And thank you all today for joining us today, whether you're coming here live or tuning in on YouTube. We invite you to share any comments about today's session in the chat or send us an email to support@embodyapp.com. We always appreciate and value your feedback. If you'd like to book a demo to see Embodia up close, you can follow the QR code right there. Additionally, if you'd like more information on any of Embodia's features, courses, webinars, anything, you can visit the links there on the right. And if there's any content that you would like to see in next month's session, please let us know as well. Thank you for joining us for this month's session and have a great rest of your day.